Hey vinyl community, it's Michael. Welcome back to Near Wild Heaven. Today's video is inspired by Cosmic Brian. Last week he put up a video of psychedelic albums, so I thought I'd join in on that. But before I get started with that, I want to talk about a new channel that I discovered. Well, actually, he discovered me. Um, the channel is called Life of Vinyl, and the man who runs it, his name is Jamie. He had left a comment on one of my videos, and that's how I found out about him. But he's got a really good channel. He shows all kinds of stuff, lots of classic rock, Beatles, Rolling Stones, The Who, The Kinks. Plus, he also shows things like The Cure, Alice in Chains. He just did a video of all the MTV Unplugged albums, but really good video. If you haven't heard about him, check him out. He's only got like 45 or 46 subscribers, but he's got really good content. So check him out if you can. The name of the channel is Life of Vinyl, and the man who runs the channel's name is Jamie. So check him out. It's a good channel. Okay, let's get into this. Up first, this is the Litter, $100 fine. This is really good garage psych. Came out, I believe, in 1967. They do a lot of covers on this. One of the covers is a song by Jeff Beck called Tallyman. They also do a really good version of She's Not There, the zombie song. There's a couple of originals on here too. They're pretty good. But great stuff from the Litter. If you don't know about the Litter, check them out. They have 3 albums out, and they're all really good. But this one's called $100 Fine, their second album. But great stuff from the Litter. And up next, this is West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band, Volume 2. This came out in, I think, 1967. Really good stuff. Everybody knows West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band. Great band. Most people, when they show these, they show like the first album or the third album. So I decided to show this one because it's not shown that often. But it's really good. They do a great version of a song called Smell of Incense, which I've heard by a few other bands. And the rest is all, I guess, originals. But yeah, really good stuff from the West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band, Volume 2. Up next, this one I was going to save for Vinyl Finds, but it's such a good album and it fits right in with the Psych, so I thought I'd show it now. This is Night Shadow, the square root of 2. Really good garage psych. This band had released an album under the name of Little Phil and the Night Shadows, and that album was like 60s garage, 60s like teenage dance party stuff. But this album, my God, this album is just so trippy. Lots of fuzzed out guitar and just strange stuff, spoken words over trippy music, stuff like that. It's really good. Yeah, Night Shadow, the square root of 2. Up next, this is Psychedelic Moods by The Deep. This band had also released, they released an album after this, but they had changed their name to The Freak Scene. and the album that they released after this was called Psychedelic Soul. But this was their first effort. Um, it's pretty good. It's kind of trippy. Lots of fuzzed out guitars. Uh, really good stuff. I haven't listened to this a lot. I listened to it a couple of times, so I'm not really familiar with it, but it's a great album. It's really good psych album. Psychedelic Moods by The Deep. Up next, this is Zodiac, Cosmic Sounds. This was by a guy named Mort Garson, who also released another album in the 60s. It was called Plantasmagoria, I think, and it was like music for plants. But this one, it's all the songs are named after signs of the Zodiac, and it's got like trippy music and some guy like speaking over the music, talking all this like Zodiac mumbo jumbo. But yeah, it's good period piece. You can tell this is of its time, but yeah, it's a great album. I really like this one a lot. Zodiac, Cosmic Sounds. Up next, this one's more recent. This is the Claypool Lennon Delirium, South of Reality. This is really good. The modern day Psych. This is Les Claypool from Primus and Sean Lennon, the son of John Lennon, collaborate on this. They have another album out called The Monolith of Phobos, which is also really good. And they also did an EP. It's a live EP. It's got like 3 songs on it, and one of the songs is a cover of Pink Floyd's Astronomy Domini. But really good stuff. Really good modern psych music from the Claypool Lennon Delirium. Really great stuff. Up next, this is the Beach Boys, Smiley Smile. This was the album they put out instead of Smile, the album that Brian Wilson had worked on for so long, and he just couldn't get it right. So they took they salvaged what they could from the tapes, and they released this. But yeah, it's got some great songs on it though. Heroes and Villains is good. Little Pad, and especially Good Vibrations, which was the big hit on it. I really like that song a lot. I'm not a big Beach Boys fan, but I do like this album, and I do like Pet Sounds. But yeah, really good stuff. If you like the Beach Boys, a lot of you out there do. You probably know about this album, but great stuff from the Beach Boys. And up next, this is Small Faces. There are but 4 Small Faces. This was, I believe, their first U.S. release on immediate. It contains their hit Itchy-Coo Park. It's probably their best known song. But yeah, it's got some great stuff on it. Tin Soldier, Here Comes the Knife, Green Circles, I'm Only Dreaming, Up the Wooden Hills, Talk to You. Really good stuff from the Small Faces. If you like the Small Faces, if you like that British psych pop, this is a great album to check out. Small Faces, There Are But 4. And up next, This is the Moody Blues, In Search of the Lost Chord. This is like their most psychedelic album. I mean, it's just so good from start to finish. I mean, God, the songs on here are like Ride My Seesaw, House of Four Doors, Legend of a Mind, which is about Timothy Leary, uh, Voices in the Sky, Visions of Paradise. All of it is just so good. This has got to be like my favorite album by the Moody Blues. But really good stuff. Most of you know about the Moody Blues. I don't know if you know about this album, but check it out if you don't. If you like Psych, check this out, as it's a great Psych album. The Moody Blues, In Search of the Lost Chord. Up next, this is early Steppenwolf. This was recorded, actually, they were calling themselves the Sparrow at the time that they recorded this. And it was recorded live at the Matrix in San Francisco. But yeah, it's side one is pretty good. It's like their usual hard rock, Psych. And then side two, they do a 21-minute version of The Pusher. And man, the guitar on it is just so good. Just really just lets it rip, man, through the whole side. It's just so good. A great album. Recorded before they became famous. Was released probably a few years after they became famous. But great stuff from Steppenwolf. Early Steppenwolf. If you don't know about this album, check it out. It's really, really good. Up next, this is How to Have a Freak Out Party, How to Blow Your Mind by The Unfolding. That's the band that it's credited to, but I believe it's just a bunch of studio musicians. But pretty good. More like fuzzed out, trippy instrumentals and spoken word over the instrumentals, and just great stuff. It's a fun listen, and it came with this. This is it's like an order form. Here you cut this part out. I think there you go. Cut this out and send it in with $1, and it's a freak out party accessory kit. And you get all kinds of stuff. You get incense, you get shades, buttons, Psych discs, and set the scene for your blow your mind party. Really good stuff. But yeah, it's a fun record to listen to. Kind of cool to have. But there you go, Freak Out Party. Up next, this is 13th Floor Elevators, the Headstone, the Contact Sessions. This actually was originally going to be their first album, and there are songs on here that are on the officially released version of the album, but the ones on here are different versions. But there's like You're Gonna Miss Me, Try to Hide, Everybody Needs Somebody to Love, Take That Girl, You Can't Hurt Me Anymore, I'm Gonna Love You Too, Monkey Island, Roller Coaster, Now I'm Home, which is an early version of Splash One, and Where Am I, which is an early version of Through the Rhythm, and the last song on it is Fire Engine. But yeah, great stuff from 13th Floor Elevators. This is, of course, a bootleg. But yeah, really good stuff. If you like 13th floor elevators, this is like rough versions of songs that would appear on their first album. But yeah, really good stuff from the 13th floor elevators. Up next, this is Nova Local. The album's called Nova 1. This is so good. I got this last year sometime, I believe, or maybe earlier this year, I don't remember. But man, this is such a good album. I love this album. Uh, Great stuff on here. $5 a ticket if you only have the time. A visit from the King. They do a great version of Tobacco Road. It starts out like slow, psychedelic, and then it goes into the more well-known version, like the one by the Nashville Teens. But yeah, really good stuff from Nova Local. Nova 1. Great stuff. This is a unofficial release. This originally came out in 1968, and this is on the Radioactive label. But yeah, it sounds great. It sounds really good. But yeah, the Nova Local, Nova 1, great album. Up next, this is Twink, Think Pink. This is really good. This is Twink from the Pretty Things and the Pink Fairies. I think he might have been in the Deviants too, but yeah, this is great. Some of the people on here. There's Paul Rudolph, who was in the Pink Fairies. Who else was it? Oh, John Povey plays Mellotron, and he was in the latter day Pretty Things. But yeah, there's great stuff. Viv Price is another one. He was a drummer in the Pretty Things. But yeah, there's great stuff on here. Some of the songs, Coming of the One, 10,000 Words in a Cardboard Box, which is great. Tiptoe on the Highest Hill, just great stuff. If you like Psych, if you like the Pretty Things, if you like Pink Fairies, the Deviants, all that stuff, check this out, because it is a great Psych album. Twink, Think Pink. Okay, I've got one more here. This is Plastic Land. This is a band from Milwaukee. They were part of the garage revival of the 80s. And like most of the garage bands of that time, they kind of took their inspiration from bands like Chocolate Watch Band and Shadows of Night and the Seeds and that. These guys took their inspiration from the British garage or British Psych. But really good stuff from Plastic Land. A really good band. They got several albums out. Look at that. Look, these guys are just really into it. They were really into the look and feel of 60s Psych. But yeah, great stuff. It comes on. It's on the Pink Dust label, Pink vinyl album. But yeah, really good stuff from Plastic Land. Garage Psych from the 80s. With sort of a British feel to it, but really good stuff. Really enjoy this album a lot. Of Plastic Land. I think this is their first album too, but really good stuff. Okay, so there you go for that. I want to thank everyone who watched my 10 most listened to albums video. I've got like almost 2,000 views on that. So thanks to everybody for that. And also thank you very much to everyone who subscribed in the last week or so. I really appreciate it. And I guess that'll do for now. Take care, VC, and we'll see y'all later.